There's a song called What's It All About, Alfie? It's from a movie that first came out in the 1960s, and it was remade about 10 years ago. In the 1960s, the star was Michael Caine. In the more recent one, it was Jude Law. There's a line in the song that says, "What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment that we live?" The point of that line is that Alfie's a young man. He's very attractive. He's a chauffeur, and he's a womanizer. That's his big goal in life. He's very successful at it. He even has a child, stays with a woman long enough to have a child by her. But then he gets sick, he has a nervous breakdown, and his life falls apart. He wants to settle down, but no one wants to live with him and be with him. And the movie ends with Alfie walking off into the distance with a stray dog, the only thing he has left in his life. The readings we heard on Sunday are a strong answer to that question. Is it just for the moment that we live? We don't live just for the moment. First reading told us that we live for being the image of God, that we are made to be imperishable, that we're meant to share God's life of peace and goodness and beauty and love. Then the gospel showed us Jesus raising the daughter of Jairus from the dead to show us he has the power. Of course, the girl would die again, but right now Jesus was showing that in this life he has that power that flows over into the next life. And finally, what should we do? What's involved in our lives? What difference does it make right now? St. Paul was talking about something that's very, very ordinary. He was talking about taking up a collection. There was a famine in Jerusalem. People were starving. They had no money, the Christians, to buy food. And Paul was going through Greece and asking people to contribute to that need in Jerusalem. That was what God was calling for at that moment. That was what their life with God was calling for. Jesus said to the young girl, "I say to you, arise." Jesus says to each one of us, "I say to you, arise." Arise and think about what is it you should be doing right now to share in this life that God has given you. What should you and I be thinking about as we're called to rise and face our world, to believe in the dignity that we have, and to live that out? Think about it.